I loved neither candidate comes out looking great off the back of your piece, so your analysis of both of them. One, appalling performances in interviews recently. Two, in Trump, 20% of what he says is absolute rubbish.
Yeah, 20% of what Trump says is crazy or nuts or lies. And Harris can't even do a sympathetic interview. I mean, John Howard wrote last weekend, these are two terrible candidates. They're not the people you'd choose to be president of the United States. I think, though, and this is a controversial judgment, Trump will spend a lot more money on defence than Biden did or than Harris would. Under the Biden-Harris defence budget, there's no way they can afford AUKUS. They cannot produce enough nuclear-powered submarines to sell any to us. So I think there's a respectable case that in this lesser of two evils or this evil of two lessers, Trump would be a little better for Australia because he'll produce a stronger America with a bigger defence budget.
No, I enjoyed reading your piece, and that conclusion I thought made, there's definitely a common sense, and as with most of your judgments, there was a justification for it. Let me ask you though, I want to get you to, if I go the devil's advocate, what happens if Trump, the transactional Trump, say offloads Taiwan to China as part of a grand deal? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, that is a possibility, and that would be a disaster. Disastrous possibilities are available under either scenario. It's quite clear that America is not spending enough on defence. America can't handle a Middle East crisis and an Asian crisis at the same time. Half the American Navy is in the Middle East now. If China took action against Taiwan, America doesn't have the resources in the Pacific to deal with it. So that's the danger under Biden-Harris, and it'll get worse under Harris because she's to the left of Biden and she's always been in favour of cutting defence. Yeah. Under Trump, there is a danger that he does a big deal with Xi Jinping and gives Taiwan away. I think, honestly, that danger is fairly small because Trump won't do anything that makes him look weak. And the Republican Party and the Congress would hate a deal like that. And Trump can't run again, doesn't want to be impeached again, and will want something like a successful presidency. The possibility of disaster under Trump is certainly there. But actually, in foreign policy, his first-term record was pretty good. We got the Abraham Accords. We got more defence spending. Yeah. We got, he called out China pretty effectively. But it's absolutely right. Either one of these folks could give us a very suboptimal outcome.
Greg Sheridan, love it. Thanks as always. We'll talk to you next week.